Over the last couple of decades of your experience, Bob, what would you say are the sort of top innovative things that you've seen? And we'll get on a little bit later to understand a bit more what is meant about innovation, but what do you think are the most striking innovative things that you've seen in your experience?
Well, let me talk about it in a broad term first.
Sure.
One of my associates here many years ago, Mark Dresner, pointed out something that I think is as true today as it was 15, 20 years ago when the internet was first becoming a research tool. And that is, the key today is coming up with something new, and it's usually online in some that can do something that can't be done offline.
Right.
That's the real innovation.
Right.
Because just being able to duplicate online what you could do offline, interesting, impressive, doesn't ring my bell as much as, and I don't think it rings the industry's bell either, as much as a new capability such as, what you are, doing with your gaming capability. I mean, you and I haven't even talked about it, but it just strikes me that it's going to offer a very different set of capabilities and ways of understanding consumers, of getting consumers involved, of getting consumers to want to be involved,
Yes.
than the very traditional things that that we're used to seeing. And things are becoming traditional so quickly.
Yeah.
Like mobile research. Mobile research has actually been going on in the UK and in Scandinavia and even in Japan since basically the turn of the millennium. And I know that because we did some stories about it in 2003 and 2004, where newspapers in particular were contacting their readers on the way from work or coming home from work and saying, hey, what did you see in our newspaper today? What ad caught your attention? What stories did you read, and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
So context is everything. And so mobile research is fairly traditional in a lot of quarters in the world.
Yeah.
Here in the U.S., it's very new. And it's an important tool to reach out, to young people.
Yeah.
But, I hope that answers your question to some degree. Really, and I'm not saying this because you're talking to me today, what you exposed me to in your gaming capability really got my attention. And I say that because my job in my journalistic situation is to find and look at new stuff.
Right.
And 3 times out of 4, I take a look at it for 30 seconds, click off, and go on to something else.
Right.
Yours, I looked at and say, well, this is really different. What is this going to ask me to do? Where is this going to take me? And my mind also started to work about who would this really be of interest to?
Right.
And so things like what you're doing, I think are, a very, very inviting, capability.